Welcome back to Izzy, your personal AI tutor. I am Gaurav, and with me is Swati. Today we are revising Class 6 English for CBSE Class 6, the chapter Rama to the Rescue from Purvi. This is an extended episode, so we will spend approximately 30 to 60 minutes together, calmly and without rushing. Keep a notebook nearby if you have one, but passive listening is also perfectly fine. A student from Pune, Arav, once told us that he understood a story only after stopping to ask what each character was thinking. We will do exactly that. We will cover the plot, safety ideas, vocabulary, grammar, questions, writing, and exam tips.
And I am Swati, your curious exam coach. You do not need to memorize every sentence mechanically today. Instead, listen for causes, actions, feelings, and results. Whenever I ask a question, try answering before Gaurav explains it. एक second pause करके सोचो is not our style today. So let me say it clearly in English. Stop briefly and think. If you're listening while traveling or relaxing, simply form the answer in your mind.
Our learning map is simple. First, we will understand what rescue means and why the villagers need help. Then we will follow the nighttime incident and examine Rama's qualities. After that, we will revise wonder, yard, chatter, instead, closely, and perhaps. Finally, we will practice contractions, the present progressive tense, adverbs, punctuation, listening, speaking, and writing.
Keep one question in mind throughout the episode. What makes a person helpful during danger? Is it only physical bravery, or does careful listening and quick thinking matter too? The chapter gives us more than a heroic event. It asks us to notice how ordinary people respond to an emergency and how a community becomes safer when people support one another.
Let us begin with the title. Rama to the Rescue tells us that Rama will help someone facing danger. To rescue means to save someone from difficult or dangerous situation. In the pre-reading activity, a man trapped in a burning building and a dog with an injured leg are examples of those who may need rescue. A woman peacefully buying vegetables is not in danger merely because she is in a market.
Quick check. Which option gives the meaning of rescue? Make fun of someone? Save someone? Or ask someone for help? Say your answer now. The best answer is save someone. Asking for help may be part of a rescue, but it is not the meaning of the word itself. This difference is small, yet it can matter in a vocabulary question.
The chapter also introduces the word Kotwal. Here, a Kotwal is the village policeman responsible for keeping people safe. The source also says that some people call such a policeman a Thanedar. The important exam idea is not to confuse this role with a visitor or a family member. Rama is the person whose duty is to protect the village.
Imagine that you are alone at home and face a serious problem. The activity asks you to compare three reactions: giving up in worry, becoming angry that you alone have the problem, or thinking quickly about ways to solve it. Which reaction is most useful? The chapter supports alertness and quick thinking, while also showing that seeking help is important.
Now let us enter the story. It is night. A man and his wife are preparing to sleep, but strange noises make them uneasy. The wife listens carefully and alerts her husband. They realize that somebody is trying to enter their house. This opening creates tension because the characters do not immediately know exactly what is happening.
Notice the wife's response. She says, "Sss, listen." The sound asks her husband to be silent so that they can hear properly. Her repeated attention to the noise shows that she is listening closely. She is worried, but she is not ignoring the problem. That is an important character detail and also a useful clue for a short answer response.
The man asks what the matter is and what she is looking at. Then he understands that somebody is trying to get in. The wife even thinks that the person may have entered because the noise stops. Their inability to fall asleep is therefore caused by the strange noises and the fear that someone is breaking into the house.
Here's the prediction question from the chapter. If the villagers call Rama loudly, what do you think will happen next? Do not answer with a random event. Use the clues: there is danger, the villagers need help, and Rama is the Kotwal. A strong prediction would say that Rama will come quickly and take action against the person entering the house.
Rama hears his name being called and runs to the house. His quick arrival shows that he is attentive to the villagers and serious about his duty. When he examines the situation, he discovers that a thief has dug his way into the house. The problem is now clear. A thief is attempting to enter, and the people need protection.
The words oh express surprise in the question from the chapter. They do not express happiness, pain, or anger. Rama is surprised when he sees that the thief has dug a way into the house. Tone matters here. A short expression can reveal a character's feeling, so read such words carefully instead of treating them as meaningless.
The villagers catch the thief and take him to the Kotwal. This answer is directly connected with the line about Rama being the village Kotwal. It also shows that the community participates in dealing with the danger. Rama is central, but the villagers are not helpless spectators. Their calls and actions contribute to the safe outcome.
Let us test the sequence. First, the husband and wife hear unusual noises. Next, the wife listens and alerts her husband. Then, the villagers call Rama. Rama runs to the house, identifies the thief, and the villagers catch him. If you remember this chain of cause and effect, the story becomes much easier to retell.
Let us make a story map in words. The setting is a village at night. The main characters are Rama, the husband, and the wife. The problem is that a thief is trying to enter a house. Other characters include the villagers and the thief. The solution develops when the villagers call Rama, he responds quickly, and the thief is caught.
Now, characterize Rama using evidence. He is kind and brave because he helps people in danger. He is attentive because he hears and responds to the villager's call. He is decisive because he takes charge when he discovers the thief. He is good at his job because he reaches the house quickly and recognizes what has happened.
I would add one more quality: responsibility. Rama's role is not simply to appear brave at the end. He has a duty to keep the village safe, and he acts when people call him. In an exam answer, write the quality and then support it with an action. For example, Rama is decisive because he quickly comes to the house and deals with the danger.
Would you call the wife weak because she feels worried? I would not. She notices the danger, listens carefully, and informs her husband. Fear and alertness can exist together. The chapter does not say that a person must never feel afraid. It suggests that awareness and prompt action are more useful than giving up.
That is a valuable distinction. The husband and wife do not solve the entire problem alone, but they do not remain silent either. They identify the danger and get help. This gives us the first major theme. When faced with danger, people should stay aware, think clearly, and seek suitable help.
The second major theme is community cooperation. The villagers call Rama, trust him, and catch the thief. Safety is shown as a shared responsibility. The chapter encourages students to think about their own communities and the different people who help others in trouble.
The third theme is proactive behavior. Being proactive means noticing a possible problem and taking useful action before it becomes worse. In this story, the characters do not ignore the noise. They listen, call for help, and respond. This is why the chapter is about more than one rescue. It is also about responsible behavior.
एक second pause करके सोचो, but in English this time, what can make someone a hero in the chapter? It is not only strength. Rama's attentiveness, courage, quick thinking, and willingness to protect others make him heroic. The closing idea is especially encouraging. Anyone can become a hero in their own community by looking out for others.
Let us revise the vocabulary activity. Wonder means a feeling of surprise. A yard is an area outside a building. Chatter means talking for a long time about unimportant things. Instead means in place of someone or something. Closely means carefully, and perhaps means maybe.
I will give you the word and you give its meaning. What does yard mean? The answer is an area outside a building. What does perhaps mean? Maybe. What does closely mean? Carefully. Try to connect each word with the situation in the story because vocabulary becomes easier to remember when it is attached to an image or action.
Now reverse the exercise. If a person talks for a long time about unimportant matters, which word fits? Chatter. If an event may happen but we are not certain which word fits, perhaps, if someone listens with care, which word fits closely. These are useful clues for matching questions.
A common mistake is to confuse wonder with perhaps. Wonder is a feeling of surprise, while perhaps expresses uncertainty and means maybe. Another mistake is to treat instead as a place. It means in place of someone or something. Read the whole sentence before choosing a meaning.
The phrase listen closely is also important. Closely gives more information about how the listening happens. Later, the wife plans to call out softly and then very loudly. These details show that adverbs can help us imagine the manner and intensity of an action.
At this point, we have covered the title, the meaning of rescue, the role of a kotwal, the story sequence, the themes, and the 6 vocabulary words. If a learner is using Etsy, this is a natural moment to turn one difficult word into an exact AI tutor doubt and answer it through a short example. But for now, let us continue together.
Let us answer the odd one out questions. The characters listed are husband, wife, and children. Children are the odd one because the chapter's central household characters are the husband and wife. In the second group, the question asks who entered the house, guest, robber, or kotwal. The robber is the correct answer.
Be careful with the true or false statements. The man tells his plan to his wife. The chapter material does not support that statement as true, so treat it as false. The thief wants to know where the couple kept their jewels. That's also false according to the exercise. Do not replace the question with a general guess about what thieves usually want.
The first extract asks what makes the man say, "What is the matter? What are you looking at?" He says this because he notices that his wife is looking or listening with concern. The word SSSish means be silent. The wife's careful listening is shown by her command to listen and by her noticing that the noise has stopped.
Let us try an answer frame. Why were the man and his wife unable to fall asleep? You could write, they could not fall asleep because they heard strange noises and realized that someone was trying to enter their house. This answer is complete because it gives both the event and the reason for their uneasiness.
Now consider the thief's wish. The exercise asks what he wished would happen and whether it happened. The story material indicates that the thief hoped the plan would succeed, but the villagers caught him. Therefore, his wish did not happen. In an answer, connect the wish with the final result rather than writing only yes or no.
How did the couple get help from the Kotwal? They and the villagers called Rama when they realized there was danger. Rama heard his name, ran to the house, discovered the thief, and took charge. The wider community then caught the thief. This answer should show both communication and cooperation.
Do you think cleverness can help solve problems? A source grounded answer is yes, because the characters do not simply panic. They listen, identify the danger, call the person responsible for safety, and act at the right time. Cleverness here means using awareness and quick thinking sensibly, not trying to face every danger alone.
One clarification is essential. The lesson does not tell children to confront a thief themselves. Its practical message is to notice danger, inform responsible adults, and seek suitable help. The characters work together, and Rama is the trained person who takes charge. That is both a safer reading and a better explanation of the chapter's message.
अब तक हम first major idea cover कर चुके हैं. So let us say it in proper English. We have completed the first major idea. The first idea is vigilance. The wife listens, the villagers respond, and Rama acts. Vigilance is not careless fear. It is careful awareness followed by a sensible response.
Now we move to grammar. A contraction is a shortened form of words. The missing letters are marked by an apostrophe. In this story, I am becomes I am in expanded form and I am shortened to I am with an apostrophe between the letters. It is becomes it is shortened to it is and they are becomes they are shortened to they are.
Let us say the examples clearly in their spoken forms. I am feeling sleepy, it is a thief, and they are awake. In written exercises, you may be asked to expand the shortened words. The safest method is to identify the apostrophe and restore the missing letters, while checking whether the sentence requires is, are, am, will, would, or another verb.
Quick recall. What is the expanded form of what is? It is what is. What is the expanded form of I will? I will. What is the expanded form of do not? Do not. What is the expanded form of must have? Must have. Try answering before I say each one. Because active recall is stronger than simply hearing a list.
The chapter lists several contractions for speaking practice: I will, it is, do not, I am, I would, he is, that is, we will, they are, you are, we are, and what is. It also includes cannot, will not, I have, would not, should not, and did not. While speaking, contracted forms are common. In formal writing, expanded forms may be preferred.
A frequent mistake is to think that every apostrophe means possession. In these examples, the apostrophe replaces missing letters in a contraction. For instance, in they are, the shortened form represents two words. Always expand the word mentally and see whether the meaning remains correct.
The next grammar idea is the present progressive tense. It describes an action going on at the time of speaking. Its basic pattern is a suitable form of be, followed by the verb ending in ing. The forms are am for I, is for one person or thing, and are for you, we, they, or more than one person.
Listen to the chapter based examples. I am feeling sleepy. What are you looking at? Somebody is trying to get in. They are saying something. Perhaps they are talking about their money. Each action is presented as happening at that moment, not as a completed past action or a future action.
Let us complete the pattern. I am studying in grade 6. My friend is reading a storybook. We are playing a board game. I am learning a new language. The teachers are sitting in the staff room. My mother is cooking food in kitchen. The helping verb changes. The main verb carries the ing ending.
Your turn. Complete this sentence. The students are learning. Why is I used? Because students is plural. Now try. I am writing. Why is am used? Because the subject is I. Finally, Rama is helping. Why is used? Because Rama is one person. Subject and helping verb must agree.
A common error is writing I is studying or they is playing. Another is forgetting the ing ending and writing she is read. Use a three-step check. Identify the subject, choose am, is, or are, and add ing to the action word. Then read the sentence aloud to check whether it sounds complete.
We are now entering the middle of the grammar section. Here is a mini recap: contractions shorten words with an apostrophe. While the present progressive describes an action happening now, do not confuse the two. A sentence can contain both, as in, they are talking in expanded form or they are talking in contracted form.
An adverb gives more information about a verb. It can tell us how, when, or where an action happens. In the story material, listen closely tells us how someone listens. Call out softly and call out very loudly tell us how the calling happens. These words make the action more precise.
Let us practice with the meanings. If a person solves a mathematics problem with honesty, the suitable adverb is honestly. If a car moves without sudden stops, smoothly may fit. If a musician plays in a pleasing manner, beautifully may fit. The correct choice depends on the meaning of the whole sentence, not only on the ending of the adverb.
The forest exercise gives more examples. Animals may live peacefully. A tortoise may move slowly. Ants may work tirelessly. A kind-hearted lion may rule gracefully. Birds may sing sweetly. These choices show how adverbs modify verbs and help us picture the action.
Now, punctuation. An exclamatory sentence expresses a strong feeling and ends with an exclamation mark. An interrogative sentence asks a question and ends with a question mark. Wow, what an intelligent man he is exclamatory. Do you like to read comic books? Is interrogative. The feeling or purpose tells you which mark to use.
The chapter also asks us to identify feelings in sentences. Oh, what a hard day it has been, expresses tiredness. Ah, at last. They have stopped the chatter, expresses relief. What should we do and what should we name our child? Ask questions. Notice how expressions, meaning, and punctuation work together.
Quick quiz. If a sentence asks for information, is it exclamatory or interrogative? Interrogative. If it expresses strong surprise, which mark is suitable? An exclamation mark. If the sentence says, "Oh, how big the hole is," it expresses strong feeling. If it says, "What is your favorite story?" it asks a question.
The listening activity uses a security guard's announcement. The announcement reports robbery in the locality and advises people to stay safe. Children should tell adults immediately when they notice suspicious activity. The main message is that safety is important, and the announcement gives an emergency number to call when immediate help is needed.
When solving a listening fill in the blank task, listen for exact words and write only what is required. Do not add a full sentence if the blank needs one word. The announcement tells people to lock doors and windows, report unusual activity, and avoid talking to strangers or accepting things from them.
The speaking activity asks students to pronounce contractions clearly. Speaking practice is not separate from grammar. When you say I will and I will, you are noticing how the shorter form is formed. Repeating cannot, will not, I have, would not, should not, and did not helps you recognize these forms in conversation.
The safety discussion asks why people should keep their homes and themselves safe. Suitable reasons include preventing injury, protecting family members and pets, stopping accidents, and preventing robbery. Paying an electricity bill or visiting a doctor regularly may be useful activities, but they do not directly answer the safety question in this exercise.
For a speaking answer, use a complete sentence. You may begin with, I think it is important because, or I feel it is necessary as. Then give a clear reason. For example, I think it is important because safety can protect family members and pets. The sentence is simple, but it expresses one complete idea.
Now suggest 3 safety ideas using the chapter sentence starters. You could say that people should keep doors and windows locked, inform adults about suspicious activity, and report anything unusual. Notice that these ideas stay close to the source. In an examination, practical answers should be sensible, clear, and connected to the situation.
Let us plan the writing task. The next day, the neighbor asks the man what happened. You must retell the event in the man's voice and your own words. Include when it happened, where it happened, what happened, how the couple responded, and why they needed help. These 5 prompts prevent your answer from becoming incomplete.
A useful beginning is, my wife and I were about to go to sleep last night when we heard someone trying to enter our house. Continue with the strange noises, the wife's careful listening, the call for Rama's arrival, and the catching of the thief. Do not change the point of view by suddenly writing as Rama.
The best writing answers use sequence words such as then, next, after that, and finally. They also use the past tense for the events being retold. Keep the order logical and avoid adding invented details about the thief, the house, or Rama. The source gives enough information for a clear paragraph without extra imagination.
The exploration activity asks whom you would call if you saw fire, someone getting hurt, a wounded animal, a suspicious person, a lost child, or if you got lost. Discuss these situations with a teacher or parent and identify responsible local help. The learning point is to seek appropriate support rather than acting carelessly.
We are entering the final section now. Let us connect the activities to the main lesson. Rescue means saving someone. A Kotwal protects the village. The couple notices danger and seeks help. Rama responds quickly. The villagers cooperate. The grammar activities then use the language of actions, feelings, questions, and safety.
Final challenge 1. Without looking back, name 4 qualities of Rama. You might remember kind, brave, attentive, and decisive. Challenge 2. Explain why the wife is important to the story. She notices the danger, listens carefully, and helps begin the response. Challenge 3. State the central message in one sentence about awareness, cooperation, and safety.
Here is the exam ready recap. The story is set in a village at night. Strange noises reveal an attempted break in. The husband and wife become alert. The villagers call Rama, and Rama reaches the house quickly. The thief is caught. The chapter teaches courage, quick thinking, community cooperation, responsibility, and the importance of seeking help during danger.
Remember one common mistake? Do not say that rescue means asking someone for help. Rescue means saving someone. Also, do not mix up wonder and perhaps or exclamatory and interrogative sentences. For your next step, write the story in 5 lines using when, where, what, how, and why. Then make 3 present progressive sentences about what people are doing now.
And that brings us to the end of this extended EDSI revision of Class 6 English, Rama to the rescue. Keep the central chain clear, notice danger, listen carefully, think quickly, call for suitable help, and support one another. Revise your vocabulary and grammar once more and test yourself without looking at your notes. You have done thoughtful work today. Gaurav and Swati will meet you in the next revision session. Until then, stay curious, stay aware, and keep learning calmly.